put him on this.
Right away. It's going to be okay.
Could have gotten the corporal out. Maybe that was better. I wanted to hear probably to keep the 1-2, just to have another Geist thing. Well, you'd have the Geist thing with the corporal, it's just you wouldn't necessarily want to throw away the corporal, because he's not going to give you a good corporal hit, because you have a 5-2 on the board. I just feel like the 1-2 might be more useful. I thought both would have been good. Might actually work out better though. Yeah, Hearthstone Titan. Geist was the original Mulligan Horror. Basically. Well, except it actually requires you to, like, set it up. Mulligan Horror requires you to do literally nothing. This card requires you to, like, actually play with other cards. And use your brain. It's weird, right? He's hovering the card as if he didn't know what it did. He's like, wait, that thing works during my opponent's turn too? What? I guess we just clear everything. He played 8 mana worth of minions that killed. It removed a Wrath from our hand.
Incredible.
There's no rogue spell that screws us, right, Charlie? He's still looking for rogue spells. Ironically, Cheap Shot would at least kill this. Can't get Cheap Shot off of that thing. Not like this. No. No, not my shallow gravedigger. Oh, you appear to be dead, sir. Killed by a ghoul. Got him. Back when they literally, the text is only ghoul. Got him. Does this deck actually not suck? I don't think it's... Again, like, it's too... Our card quality is too good for the deck to completely suck. We played against two kind of low roll decks, too. The first Death Knight was actually pretty good, but he arguably misplayed his hand. That was just kind of a shitty rogue. Usually coin quick shot is not a good play. Can I have my 3-3 back? Coin quick shot on a 1-3. Should have quick shot phase. I mean, it's slightly more respectable than coining a quick shot on a 1-3. The hell? What's even happening right now, chat? Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to let him draw cards. Oh, I think we're dying, chat. Oh, that's pretty good. That Huffer dealt 8 damage to us. We lost, chat. What do I even do now? I'm just wondering if I trigger it or not. Yeah, I feel like it's frozen trap. The thing is that I don't have a good way of triggering it. I mean, I guess I don't need to trigger it now, right? There's no way he would just, like, play an explosive here. It's gotta be freezing, right? I don't know, some people would just prep a snake or something randomly for a future turn. I don't know, let's just do this, see what happens. The way this guy's playing, there's totally a chance it's just a hidden cache or some shit. I mean, I could have tried to set this up. Be fair. I mean, I definitely want that. Yeah, we could just play Ravencaller and end our turn. I think we won, chat. He's gonna kill the dragon, I guess, but I guess that's not the end of the world. Denies us that. Oh my god. We still get Ravencallers back. We probably just play the best in shell, right? I knew it. You honestly have to expect against players like this that they're just going to be doing some completely random shit with some other secret than what would actually make sense. I don't know if I need to do this yet. think I just wait. He might play an explosive here. And we can go for potentially Best in Show also as well. We'll do this. He's trying to target his minion that cannot be targeted. Okay. Well, the thing is, we're in a completely dominating position. The problem is that we already know this guy has like a 12-0 deck, so...
Come, midnight. Got something to hide.
He's going to keep playing insane shit. Apparently he drew his deck in the wrong order though. Magically. We might be okay. We'll probably go for a spell here. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. I mean, this is pretty good too, but... Yeah, it's like, do we even trade? I mean, I kind of want to kill that, but I also don't really care that much. I mean, I kind of care.
Right away.
Railguard always in the wrong mode. His Bone Rage is better. I mean, Bone Rage's not exactly better, but Ultimate Infestation isn't exactly getting worse, and Bone Rage might get better. Hit this guy. And then I guess we trade off like all of this. Seems okay.
Right away.
I feel like there's still something left. He's still gonna have like one more bomb. But maybe we've seen all of his bombs, I don't know. Because he hasn't shown any synergy for the Rat King or anything. There's still gotta be something else that's broken in this guy's deck.
Inside voices, please.
Got him.
Kabul versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Nature seeks balance in all things.
Easy squirrel draw. The guy had Devouring Swarm for the Rat King, but used it on a peasant. That is accurate, yes. Death Knight with Baron Geddon, ooh. So you actually got all the corpse spending too. That's just how you high roll with Death Knight now, is you just get any of the corpse spenders that actually still exist and then you just win. So I can go Living Roots for saplings and then buff. I could also just play this. Probably just no reason to blow our load too early. One's not actually good. That's pretty cool. There's a world you don't trade. It's probably fine as is. Yeah, it's probably accurate. This is one of those decks. Especially because we have like a backup value plan. Like, our deck isn't going to lose to any bad decks. But, you know, we're also probably not going to beat any just like vastly superior decks. Unless we have a chance. Like, this is one of those things where it's like this deck could 12-0 theoretically. If it nut rolled the opening in the right games, right? But it's very low odds. YOLO.
They need our care. Now more than ever.
That is extremely annoying. Like, does killing this even help me? Like, not really, right? I feel like I don't have another play. Put him to exactly 15 to activate his Lions card yet again. Yeah. Maybe you can't kill this. Maybe the 3-0 mage can't deal 2 damage from hand. With multiple discovered spells in hand. Got him exactly where we want him, chat. Did he mess up? Did he forget? He also didn't actually need to deal 2 damage from hand because this thing has a 2/2 rush inside it. So he already killed it on board. But he might have just forgotten. I think he's made a terrible mistake, maybe. Okay, he has to freeze now. Yeah, we're getting parroted next turn. It's a problem. But our hand is go wide, so let's go wide into getting parroted again. Hmm. Hmm. The thing is that we have Viziers, so like life tap is really good. I feel like Hunter's too slow. It's way too slow, right? Chat will always... I mean, chat wants us to lose actively, I understand this. But picking Hunter there is like giga trolling. Like super trolling. Because Hunter is... Life tap is also damaged because we have Viziers. Yeah, there's the parrot we knew that he had. Guess we gotta kill this. I mean, the game's over. We at least have a value win condition, but we're gonna die. Yeah. That's painful. He didn't actually drop that card. Nothing we can do. Unwinnable game.
Hamul versus Uther. I will bring order. Nature seeks balance in all things.
I really want this card. I want both of these. Like, I can't keep all of this though. I mean, I could. It's just not good. Let's try this. Squirrel. Hmm. If I coin, surely we'll get some kind of curve to fill in, right? I mean, we have 2/2 hero power, if nothing else, I guess. I don't feel like Nourish is what we need right now. We probably take this. I mean, Nourish would help us find squirrels, I guess. They both buffs. We can make a 3-2. No, we can make a 4-2 and attack buff. That'd be just significantly worse. We should just make a 2-2 and attack health buff. We need to find these squirrels to activate this Soul of the Forest. We can always trade the best in show and then probably get a play that way. Oh, wow. Wait. Okay. I kind of want this, but it's just we have better draws. We can hit, including the acorns. Okay, it's probably slightly better right now. The one good thing is that we have a bit of a read that he doesn't have like a way to flood the board with 1/1s, otherwise he probably wouldn't have thrown out a raid leader like that. So we have that going for us. Because otherwise we would lose to it automatically, which would be bad. Chance we get like a 1-drop and then we can Coda mount it. Or we just draw any of our acorns or anything. I mean, Suspect's pretty good. I might play that over Drake. I might not. Yeah. I mean, they're probably about the same, right? This might be slightly better. But it might also be worse. I mean, it can't really be worse. Stronger against buffs, but he hasn't really shown the ability to do anything like that. We now at least have this as a backup plan if we have to. Yeah, he's just not going to trade though. It seems okay. I mean, he seems to just not have enough face damage for what he's been trying to do. He still has those 2 early cards that were buffed by Outfitter that he hasn't played yet. So he might have big bombs that might completely obliterate us. You guys ready to lose to Ysera? I am. This actually smells kind of like a Ysera. Ysera does not smell particularly good. It's kind of dreamy though, you know. trade's kind of pain, but maybe face is better there, I don't know. Face is probably better there, it's just... A way to lose is under trading, and he just has a silence here. Okay.
My duty is to the king, not one more.
A lot of people, they like going face just because you can, and it's like, there's no reason to in a spot like that. There's just no reason to. It's like the most excellent time to be trump trading. Trying to Burger King at 1:30, but they're canceling your orders despite still being open. It's awful. Oh god, here it comes.
Reporting for duty. Move quickly.
This is really annoying because I just want to like solo the forest and clinch the board, but now it's like I might randomly die to shit. Please don't trade 8-3 with 1-1. No, I'm going to. Oh, that's good actually. Like, I should do it just to, like, lose the game by not doing it. I should go face just so I lose the game by not trading, just to show why it loses the game, very likely, but... I guess I'll try this. With this play, I think it's okay to go face. Is Warhorse Trainer? No, I mean, I guess with Warhorse Trainer, it's significantly worse if you don't trade here. That's exactly why. It's like if he has Warhorse Trainer, and the fact that I didn't trade might lose me the game to Warhorse Trainer right now. Because it's significantly worse to not trade against that. The thing is I also just don't have the read that he has it. I have the pretty hard read that he doesn't have that. I'm more afraid of just losing to a silence into Alex Straza or something. I think that's a lot more likely than anything else. Because I do think this might be like an Alex Straza or something. Code mount this. It's pretty amazing. I guess. Kill as many of these as I can. Seems okay. It seems like it's pretty hard. He's like super dead even through Deathwing. He's actually not that dead, it's like exact lethal, but be funny. Our opponent's team is truly crushed by this game. Who wins in a fight, me or 4 giant sewer rats? How big are the sewer rats is the question. I literally just put something in my Discord because this is something I've seen. I've seen this thing multiple times. There was a poll where they polled a bunch of people what animals they would be able to beat in a fight. And apparently 30% of people think they would lose a fight to a rat, and I'm really concerned for these 30% of people. They're comparing like Britons versus Americans. Like, how do you lose to a rat? Like, I just don't like, how do you lose to a rat? Like, how does a rat even hurt you? Yet alone, like, actually beat you. Rabies? Well, that's kind of true. But you can do a lot of damage to the rat before the rabies kills you. It just bites you and runs away. It bites your Achilles heel and you just drop dead. It has bubonic plague, that's also true. Because also, like, the same percentage of people thought they would lose to a house cat, and honestly, like, a house cat, like, house cats could be vicious, man. You can imagine, like, they could slash at you and stuff. It's just, you know, rats are smaller and they also don't have claws. So, how do you lose to a rat? How big are the biggest rats? The biggest rats. The world's largest rat is in Africa. The Gambian poached rat is 9 pounds. I mean, it's only 9 pounds. That's like an average size house cat, right? I know rats are pretty terrifying though. 'Cause we have rats here. We used to not have them, but they're all over DC now. Going around DC at night is kind of disgusting because there's just literally rats everywhere. Okay, so we can trade this off for that, but we can also just play this. What does losing mean in this context? Well, that's probably the thing, right? I mean, there's people that are just pacifists, right? I mean, I'm kind of a pacifist, honestly. But, like, some people are just like, no, I surrender. If they see a rat, they're just like, nope, I'm good. I'm leaving. Bye. I mean, I wouldn't want to fight anything, but I'm also realistic about what I would be able to beat. Kind of weird. I just hold it for this, right? There were also in the same poll, there was like 6 to 8% of Americans thought they would beat like an elephant or a grizzly bear or a lion or a gorilla, which is just equally ridiculous. It's equally ridiculous to think you could lose to a rat as it is that you could beat a fucking lion or elephant or... Like, how the fuck... How do you even hurt an elephant as a human? They have fucking natural armor, like... Oh yeah, also 17% of Americans thought they could beat a chimpanzee, which is like, yeah, you're not beating a chimp. You're not. A lot of people thought they could beat a chimp, but the same people thought, because more people thought they could beat a chimp than like a kangaroo or something, which is ridiculous. Like, you could actually beat a kangaroo, but chimpanzee, that's not happening. Like, don't get me wrong, like 99% of people would lose to a kangaroo, but it is possible. Maybe like a really good MMA. I don't know, the thing is that chimps are just so much stronger than you, they would just fucking eat you. They would rip off your limbs and eat you, and eat them. Smack you with them and then eat them. Mike Tyson, because that's the thing, right? Is like, that's how you would have to box him. That would be the only way you'd have any chance against a chimpanzee. Nothing in particular matters what I do here. Versus a tiger. Yeah, tigers are... I think people don't... I was watching some shows about like some of these things, like being able to fight if you were fighting like a gorilla or something, and it's like... They were talking about like tigers, lions, and panthers or something. Yeah, it wasn't panthers. Because panthers isn't a precise animal term, but anyway. They were talking about that, and like, people underestimate tigers. Like, tigers are really damn... They're huge is the thing. They're way bigger than you think they are. So it's like, you would not want to be anywhere near a tiger if it's angry. Would you beat a giraffe? Giraffes also... You know, giraffes beat lions regularly. They fight them in like Africa and stuff sometimes, and the giraffe usually wins. People would have no shot against a giraffe. You could beat a giraffe if it's asleep. You would have to like literally catch it while it's asleep, and then I don't even like, you can't, without a weapon you couldn't do enough damage anyway. It would still just kill you. It would wake up and just fucking kick you and you'd be dead. Oh yeah, they also sleep standing. That also doesn't help. Giraffes are fucking terrifying. It's very fortunate that they're generally... Well, I don't know, there's videos of giraffes just randomly killing things, but they're still generally pacifists. Because if they wanted to, they could just fucking murder everything. I don't even know if this is productive, to be honest. I don't know. Yeah, that might have been it might have been the clip from the Lex Friedman podcast. I think I watched that, and then I watched a few other things that were kind of related, a few other related videos. Because he had a guy on it who's kind of an expert in that stuff, I guess. I don't know how you become an expert in that stuff, but apparently. Well, that was the thing, Jaegers, like, they were talking about it too, is that, well, there's like, pretty much any of those large animals, if you were actually in a fight and they wanted to, you're done, right? But the one thing is that the way it really works is that you don't actually have to win. And animals, you know, do not want to fight generally, because if you get wounded as an animal, you're done, right? Like, they don't have hospitals. They can't just run to a hospital. So, like, the thing is a grizzly bear, even though it will 100% beat any human that's ever existed, it's not going to fight a human because it sees a human as something that might hurt it, right? It doesn't know that it's going to win unscathed. It's going to win, but it might, you know, lose an eye or something. Or it might hurt its arm or something. So it's just going to choose not to, right? That's why if you're in bear country, they tell you just try to scare it away. Just be scary. And that's the best thing you have. Because if it actually decides to eat you, you're getting eaten. Yeah, animals need health insurance. They all need to move to Canada. I don't know what the fuck they're doing out in the prairie or out in Africa or whatever when they could just fly to Canada and get free health insurance. Like, come on, guys.
A willing donor.
He only had 3 minions in hand. 2 shadow spells. It's pretty tempting to Feral Rage and do this. I don't know. I think we just... pressure. Makes you wonder why the zebras don't all surround the line and start kicking when they attack. Well, it's the same thing. Like, they don't want to get hurt either. They probably know they'll beat the lion, but if they all start kicking. They don't want to be the one that that gets slashed or bitten by the lion. They're just like, oh yeah, we'll just let Freddy die, and I'm just gonna run away and live another day, right? Sorry, Freddy. Bye. Because the lions always go after a weak one too, and they're probably like, yeah, they already know that that guy was weak anyway, and they're like, oh, but it was gonna happen eventually, so. They also don't necessarily think about things, and we're giving them very human ways of thinking, and they don't tend to think that much, but not in that way, you know.
Good to use, better to wear.
Well, because the huge thing is, like, I mean, humans also, it's like weapons are a huge thing for humans, right? Ability to use weapons better than any other animal is pretty significant there. So, I mean, if you're doing a hypothetical where it involves not having a weapon, then, you know. Good luck. Let me grab a beverage, be right back.
Amul versus Illithid. This ends now. Nature seeks balance in all things.
Kinda wanna... I feel like we play this, hope that it dies, and then play this, right? Be good at the game, just get a 1-drop anyway. Sounds like a plan. That's how old humans used to. A group of humans would just throw rocks. Throwing rocks is like, yeah, like, people underestimate how much damage you can do by just throwing a rock at somebody.
Those without eyes truly see. One thunder get you after I'm done.
Really though, let's talk about in Hearthstone a squirrel can kill a demon. Let's talk about how 8 Silverhand recruits will take down Alexstrasza. We'll talk about how 12 of them will kill Deathwing. I don't care how many fucking Silverhand recruits you have. You're not killing Deathwing.
The more you struggle, the better.
I can have Zero Man and Wither. I could just kill this actually. Intriguing. 3 mana Nourish. Wait, Nourish is just insane because this just. This only costs 1 mana to play. And you can ramp with it. YOLO. Now do I want this? Better things we can get. And exactly what is equality and how does equality allow a single Silverhand recruit to kill Deathwing? This is the real question also. Also Righteous Defense. We're taking a bit of a gamble because we're hoping we get value off of this as well, and if we don't, we're going to be kind of sad probably. But okay, we believe, right? Well, it's not what I wanted, but just draw. Why not keep this 3 mana draw 3? Because this is funnier.
My dying breath is for this city.
Nice, nice, nice. The serious idea would be that we should be able to get a huge tempo advantage out of this and kill him, but we might not.
Please have you back tomorrow. Grab your shield. It's a riot.
Okay. We're still gonna Wrath for draw, right? Now I can pounce hero power this. So I guess I'll just Wrath one of the 1/1s. Ow. Okay, guess we'll do that instead then. Okay. Just hopefully... We don't have that many dead draws either. Okay, he's gonna stay alive here. I actually almost have lethal by Kodo mounting this, is the funny thing. Not quite though. Anyway, I guess we Kodo mount this. You go here, you go here. Just take this trade. Would be okay. Because one of the things is particularly why I was willing to take this risk, so to speak, against a Demon Hunter, is because, I mean, what does a Demon Hunter do if they're just off the board, right? If they have a Chaos Nova, you could get Keck, but they would need such an oddly specific thing to not just die, which is what happened. He just died. So. Got him! The main risk was we could have just drawn the 3 lightest cards on our deck, and then we would have looked really dumb, but we had some value, so we had the Wrath to draw to guarantee we couldn't draw that badly. Yeah, it was tempting to just go face with the Corporal, but... Oh yeah, and now we talk about how Deathwing dies to a Scorpion in this game. Okay, we'll find something. We'll figure out something to do with this. How is the new meta? It feels a lot better, actually. Surprisingly better. It's not to say it doesn't have issues. Dude, my entire, my entire Twitter feed is just about this one thing about the girl at the gym recording herself, about a guy coming up to her being... The guy was being weird, it seemed like, but I don't know.
Speak to me.
I do not care enough about these things. Do I just want a 2/2? Probably? It's just you could save the fertilizer, but I'd rather have a 2/2 than 2/1/1s right now. I don't know. The funny thing about it is, like, I have a very different gym experience than people, because where I go to the gym, like, no one talks to anyone ever. I've never had anyone talk to me in the gym, like, at all, in, like, 4 years. There's been, like, I could definitely count on 2 hands, maybe on 1 hand the amount of time. Occasionally someone will just say something kind of friendly, but, like, otherwise it's, like, literally no one talks to anyone. I think the girls do get talked to a little bit, but still not that much. But, like, I've never had it happen to me or seen anyone, like, go up to someone and offer unsolicited advice or whatever. Because people tell me that that happens. Guys go around doing that all the time in a lot of places, but that just doesn't happen where I am. Because people in regular gyms, like apparently people go up and just say like, oh, you shouldn't deadlift, it's bad for your back, or dumb things like that. I think it's probably a small versus big gym thing, maybe, because like in a big gym, like, I think if you started bothering people, you would get kicked out, honestly. Where I am, I think they would kick you out. There was the one time I did want to talk to someone was I saw like 17-year-old. They were like, it was like a 17-year-old kid that was literally deadlifting and doing, you know, the whole arched cat pose, you know, and I was like about to be like, yo, like guys, like stop, please. I don't want to see you, because you know you are going to break your back like that. I was like, please stop. But I guess my form must be relatively decent that no one's ever come up to me and told me to stop. People look at me when I squat though, because my squatting form was bad for a long time. I think I finally fixed it, kind of. But people do glare at me people used to glare at me when I was squatting specifically. And I think it was because I was doing it wrong. Maybe it's better to Wrath for... I think it is better to Wrath for 1. Just get another card. I'm getting fucking mauled by this though. To the face! Yeah, because when I was doing squats wrong, it would hurt my knees a lot. Well, there were a lot of things. It would hurt my back, it would hurt everything, basically. I would lose balance, it hurt my knees, it hurt my back, it hurt everything. Once you start squatting right, you realize it's like, oh, this is what it's supposed to feel like? Oh, okay. It's supposed to hurt your back, not your lower back. Because I was doing everything imaginable. Everything you could do wrong with the squat, I was doing wrong. Because if you do squats wrong, it hurts your low back way disproportionately. Nothing should really hurt. Generally, hurting is bad. Because part of what I was doing is I was leaning forward too much. Even at the top, I was leaning forward too much, which that's what, and you go down like that, it's just not good for your low back. There's no way you can go down from that position and have it not hurt your low back. Is it true that it's bad to lift weights if you're not having enough protein? Well, a gram, if you're doing a little less than 1 gram per kilogram, a gram per kilogram, it'd probably help you to have a little bit more. The thing is, I mean, not having enough protein is just going to make you not recover properly, which, you know, that's the key impact of it, is you're just not going to recover very quickly. And if you know, you're just going to stay sore for a long time. Like, if you undereat protein, what's going to happen? You're going to do squats on Monday, and you're still going to be sore on Friday. That's what'll happen, basically. But, you know, not sleeping will do the same thing. But like a gram per kilogram, that's about like what they tell you to take, right? That's not even like that much. That's pretty good. I think that's like on the lower end though. Because they tell you, well, it's like gram per pound. I think 0.8 gram per pound is kind of like the lower end of what they recommend, which is I think that's a gram per. What is that? That's 1.6, right, or 1.8. So that seems a little bit. So what you're saying would be a little bit low. How am I supposed to do this? Take this trade. Do it like this. I feel like we're losing. Because what I haven't been focusing on this too much. Because I haven't been going to the gym consistently enough. But it's like when I always try, I weigh like 165 right now. I just try to aim for 150. You know, 140, 150. I'm talking in pounds and grams of stuff. What do we want? So getting Mark the Wild in this would be really good. Mark the Lows is good too. Depends how valuable we think this taunt would be. We get more total stats with this, but then we don't get the taunt, because we can have the taunt to theoretically protect everything. We'll probably just take more total stats, though. Time to get annihilated by this. Huh. Could have been worse. Still losing, though. Yeah, getting like, yeah, like, it's really hard. Like, people underestimate a lot of the hard part about trying to gain, to do that stuff, get gains, whatever, is just eating that much protein is actually difficult. A normal person only eats, and even someone, oh, we're against save file, by the way, I just noticed. The fuck? How did I not notice until now? Anyway. So I completely lost my train of thought by that. Oh yeah, like a normal person, even someone who likes like cheeseburgers and stuff is still only probably, most people are not getting over 100 grams of protein, and if you're a guy who's like at least 150 pounds or something, like, that's probably not quite enough. To actually be, like, it's enough for, like, maintaining, but, like, to actually build muscle, it's not enough. Did he draft this? He drafted this. Tragic. Maintaining, yeah, because I mean, it's, I don't want to get too much into enhanced lifters, but like, enhanced lifters will tell you, because like, you know, they do all sorts of shit to get to where they are, but then they can maintain it with like, you know, 10% of what they were doing, right, as far as that kind of stuff. It really is pretty, way easier to maintain muscle than it is to build it initially. It's kind of the thing. You say once you have six-pack. I mean, having a six-pack is a completely different, like, thing. It's very different than... It's a completely different category versus, like, building muscle versus having a six-pack or something. Those are, like... They're actually two relatively unrelated things. So much of having a six-pack is first of all genetics, but also just being skinny. Not skinny, but like lean, you know.
The more you'll struggle, the better.
I can stall for fun.
Well done. By you.
But yeah, like, I mean, people say it doesn't matter at all. It does matter, like, just getting a little bit of hypertrophy for your abs will do a lot for a six-pack. But also, like, you know, it doesn't matter. You can have incredible abs beneath your fat, but it doesn't matter if you have fat covering them, right? So... GG's from the save community, GG. He was 7-0, what were we at? We were at 7-1. Yeah, unlucky.
Amul versus Malfurion.
It'll still be good. Yeah, like having good, I mean, core strength is important if you're actually doing athletic stuff. In general, right? It's actually rather important. Including just if you have a really weak midsection and you're trying to squat heavy or something, you're gonna die. You know? Like it's very important to have a good core strength. I don't know if it directly caught. I mean, I'm not sure how much it would like actually directly cause other injuries, but like there's definitely, you know, having a weak midsection, trying to do like other heavy lifts, specifically squatting. Like I think that puts you at risk to at least some extent. That's why it's very important. I think it's actually worth doing this. Enjoyed. Oh yeah, I mean, God, if you're trying to do Olympic lifts, yeah, you will fucking destroy yourself. I don't do that kind of stuff because, you know, I mean, I haven't had a whole bunch of people teach me how to do this stuff. I had a little bit in the beginning, thankfully, but like, yeah, you can kind of teach yourself how to deadlift. You cannot teach yourself how to do an Olympic lift. That takes like months or even years of having trainers teach you how to do it, to do that properly and not fucking destroy yourself.
The Seed Lord gives all treasure.
That stuff is hard. Contrary to what you want to believe, like similar bar is secondary, it depends on what your goals are. For me, I actually agree, because like I don't really value just having really strong legs. I don't see why it would be important for me. But if you want to build general muscle, right, you just want to be bigger, like there's no way you can do that easier than just having bigger leg. You know, like it depends on what your goals are. I'm just like, to be honest, I don't want to like I don't see the appeal in just having really big legs and then suddenly pants don't fit properly. I like how I buy pants and they fit, you know? I want to have like some size, but it's like also, it's like, I mean, that just seems like it would be an inconvenience. To a large extent, so like, I'm not really crazy about signing myself up for that. Just buy more pants. It reduces your options is the problem. But it's in the same way, it's like I'm not really in a hurry to be deadlifting 400 pounds, because then it's like, well, also, just in general, like, the more weight you have on the bar, the bigger risk of catastrophic injury, right? So it's like, I'm just like, I'm not in a huge hurry for that. But also, I do need to progress more, because I haven't been doing that lately, not very much. The last couple of years have not been good for me for that. What do I need to... We just do this for now. Like, as long as we're not taking much damage, we don't need to respond super fast, but we're going to start to very soon. It's fine. It's fine. It's bad. Probably not fine, actually. We're probably dead. I mean, we just need to live. Right. It's weird if I just kill this, right? We're gonna die is the issue. Run ended by him top decking his Mark Lotus on the perfect turn. Sucks. Yeah, it's true. You just only buy sweatpants, right? I used to not be able to do that because, you know, when I had to go in the office, you couldn't really do that. But now it's like, yeah, it doesn't really matter, so. I think we gotta try to get bailed out here, right? Got a Blizzard, got a Righteous Defense. Got a Earthen Scales. I should use this first.
The Seed Lord is all treasure.
We seem to be totally fine here. Yeah, glutes can hypertrophy very well, put it that way. So I should probably just get this out. Earthen Scales it.
The more you struggle, the better.
Wither. Fists. I'm just going to... I'd rather just do this, right, and just make this thing bigger. Nice. I probably could have played that. Now we just Blizzard.
Its own treasure. The scourge will devour.
Seems okay. Yeah, Wither's a pretty rare one. Lizard! Is this guy still emoting us? He might have stopped emoting us, chat. It's really a tragedy. Oh, I could have saved it until this.
My duty is to the king.
Seems okay.
For the king.
Don't actually set up lethal this way. The funny thing is, because this has Reborn, it's kind of Deathwing insurance. I mean, we would lose the Deathwing this turn, but should WoW emote him. That's what you get for emoting when we top deck Mark the Lotus. Got him. It's my favorite food. Pretty much any Japanese food, honestly.
Amul versus Uther. I will fight with honor. Nature seeks balance in all things.
I don't think I'll keep a 3 for him. Can I have it back? I want it back. Korean food? Korean food's good too. Well, Korean food's hit or miss to me because I don't like kimchi, specifically. And they have kimchi in literally everything. Korean food's really good too. They understand the value of like fried chicken and barbecue and a lot of other things. Bibimbap's good. If we're around there, you can't really go wrong with the food. Korea, Japan. I don't even know the difference between different types of kimchi because I don't really look at any of it. It's because I forget, like, what do they put in it? It's like horseradish, right? I don't like horseradish. Like, I very much just don't like horseradish. So, when it's like, I don't like pickled things either. It's like pickled cabbage with horseradish, right? And it's like, this is just like not what I want. Everything about that to me is just a no. It's a no thank you. There's no horseradish. What do they put in it? What's the typical stuff they put in? Let me look. Chili flakes. Garlic ginger chili flakes. Not horseradish.
I must think.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I just need to try more of it. What is this? Ramming Mountain? Yeah. See what we get here. Seems pretty good.
Darkness beckons.
I honestly think I'm just going to play this just to kill it completely. So I don't have to worry about things. Stop!
Reporting for duty. Like dying.
I think here we'll just do this. Pop the shield, kill the 1/1. Can't really deal with the rest, so just go face. It's okay. What did I say? Yeah, it's like I don't like the fermenting from the pickling of it. Basically, I also don't particularly like. I don't really like, you know, those. That's the one thing I don't like in Asian food generally is like the kind of like garlic, chili stuff. You know, that kind of thing. It's not my favorite. Can this guy stop? What the fuck? So like it would make me naturally not like that stuff as much. Like, I'm just trying to automatically win off of my bullshit, and you're having also bullshit yourself. Can you stop playing bullshit? Only I'm allowed to play bullshit. I think he has a taunt in his hand. The fact that he has a buffed up mini. Oh wait, no, he just played this. Never mind. Maybe he has like the 9 mana undead taunt. That could make sense. That's really a problem. We just get bone marrow, right? Shit. It's just not even worth killing, right? I can't really do this. So I don't know, we just go face.
I must think.
Well, I did get bone marrow, that's true. Okay. It's just not worth trying to deal with this crap, right?
Strike! Then strike harder!
Stop.
I sense your strength.
That's all his mana though, he's just gonna kill like the 4/5 and the 2/2. Is he dead? He's dead, right? I think he's dead. That was not better than just killing the 4. I mean, it's about the same, I guess. That's slightly worse. But we draw all of our acorns just in time. Oh, we also top deck Living Roots. Got him! That was extremely annoying. Spent too much time in Japan. He turned against Alfredo pasta and medium rare ribeyes. I like all those things too. I actually haven't spent that much time in Japan. I only went there like... I only really went to Tokyo that one time. I've flown through Japan a couple times. Only like 2 or 3 times. Tokyo Airport's pretty nice. I thought he was dead with hero power the other play. If he killed the 4-5 and left up the 2-2, I thought he was still dead to hero power. Maybe I did the math wrong. I might have been assuming Bone Mare did 5 and not 4. Maybe I did the math wrong. I might be wrong. Like to eat from a Japanese 7-Eleven. I forget if I went to 7-Elevens in Japan. I love 7-Elevens in China. They all have tea eggs, and tea eggs are amazing. Why don't they exist anywhere else? Just all Asian 7-Elevens are pretty cool. They're pretty good in Thailand. Like they're good everywhere. Dude, I eat like a whole bunch of tea eggs there because they're... Frankly, that was the only way I was getting protein there. It's really hard to get protein in China. Because everything there is cheap except, like... I mean, this is as of a few years ago. I don't know how it's changed since then. But back when I was there, like... Everything's really cheap except meat. Meat is really expensive there. Like, meat is the same price. I say it's expensive, but it's like the same price as if you were to buy it in America, basically. Because they don't generally have the infrastructure to, like, store it long term, so whenever you're buying meat, it's super fresh. But that makes it really expensive. So... What you want to do is you want to go to the markets and just buy it in the morning. You want to buy it like earlier in the day because even that makes a difference. I really like this for turn 6, but I don't have a turn 5 right now. Yeah, we'll be fine, surely, right? Our top deck will solve our... We'll just top deck a Hazard Drake or Scalebane. Should be good. But yeah, because, like, I mean, a lot of times in China, I would get, like, noodle dishes where it would be, like, beef noodles, but it would be, like, 99.8% noodles and like 0.2% beef. Like they would just sprinkle in a little bit of... A lot of times it would be like liver or something too. Something that isn't exactly appealing to someone that isn't used to eating that. Yeah, fun. Or a lot of times it'd be stomach. I don't mind beef liver that much, but stomach is... Oh, God. Stomach is just awful. I wonder if it's different now, because, like, in America, eggs are really expensive suddenly. I've been seeing a whole bunch of people talking about that on the internet. I haven't actually verified in the store, because I haven't been paying that much attention, but, like... I wonder how that's changed. I'm not even sure I bone marrow. Oh, that's really good now. Ooh. Okay, we definitely don't bone marrow, right? I don't see how we can skip on Soda Soil this turn. Just do it with Azure Drake, maybe? I mean, I can do it with an extra body. But maybe just getting the Azure Drake's good. I think just getting this out is good. I don't know if I've ever had beef tongue, honestly. That might be the one I've never had. I mean, I don't think I've had, like, heart either. I mean, there's a few things I haven't had. I don't know. I won't talk about more, because I feel like it'll make people throw up. Because there are other things I haven't had, but I don't even... that I will definitely never try. That was what I was thinking of, Cinco. I didn't want to say that. I've seen chicken heads. I remember seeing the thing on the not the. I don't think I've seen the head. I've seen the like the gill things or whatever the fuck they're called. Chicken feet are absolutely a staple. You see those everywhere. I do not like those. It's not what I was looking for, but I mean, I'll take it. I tried chicken hearts. I have not. There's probably a handful of things that I don't even know that I had, because not everything I've had I knew what it was exactly. Lethal! Because sometimes, you know, when I just, like, order something and I just ask for, like, seafood or chicken or whatever, and it's not what I expect, I just don't ask. I'm just like, I'm just gonna pretend, I'm just gonna, like, maintain blissful ignorance. That's one thing that's maybe people don't realize when you go to, like, somewhere against, like, just far away is, you know, just all the animals and even vegetables they have are just completely different, you know. They don't have, like, I don't know, what do they have here? You ask for vegetables, they don't just have, like, broccoli or carrots or whatever. They just have completely different vegetables, you know. And you ask for seafood, it's not going to necessarily be like shrimp or salmon or tuna or whatever. It's just going to be just other random, or it's not going to be like mussels. It'll be just whatever Asian versions of mussels are. You know, they're little shellfish things that they have. So you just see things where it's like, if you've never been to Asia, you're going to look at it and be like, what the fuck is this thing? Like, well, seafood, apparently it got way more, seafood used to be like chicken there. Like, seafood was the same price as chicken back when I was there a few years ago. Several years ago, but now it's like, apparently seafood got way more expensive in China, for example. And I think everywhere over there. It's just not, they over-farmed it a bit, right? And then they kind of started running out of things.
My sorcery will prevail.
Nature seeks balance in all things.
It was just population, or, yeah, just too much demand. Not really. Well, I mean, it's the same thing. But yeah, just too many people.
My dying breath is for this city. Let me show you the arcade.
Okay. Maybe I just don't value this Reborn that much. It's the best stats to play right now, too. I guess we just do that. What the fuck is happening right now? This is at 10 wins. What the... Dude, am I supposed to be terrified? Like, am I just gonna get completely annihilated by something? What's even happening right now? Sure. I mean, I'll take this. I could hold on to it, but I think I should just play it now. Well, it's just he has one Blizzard and he has like 7 Parrots, right? Probably what's going to happen to us. Which makes me not want to just dump the Force of Nature right into his blizzard, inevitable Blizzard turn. Maybe this is better. Well, it's just because that's the only way you win with Mage right now. Like, the only... Mage is just completely shit right now. The only way you win is by having big spells and repeating them with Parrots. That's, like, the only way you actually win with Mage right now. And I guess he didn't draw it, so then he lost. Right? It's like, he just didn't draw his Blizzard or whatever. He probably had a hand of, like, 4 Parrots or something. You can, like, it's just really inconsistent. You can theoretically get a Mage with a bunch of, like, you can get a Power Blast and a couple Fireballs and just tempo, but, like, it's just not, it's, like, just super, super inconsistent right now. It just doesn't work, really, most of the time. The thing is, like, there's just not good enough curve and just not enough shit, and there's too much taunt and healing, like, it just doesn't work, really. That's kind of the issue. Kind of surprised we're here. After this run, I was just thinking about, like, Asian food and, like, what we're talking about. Like, oh yeah, like, building muscle and things. And now suddenly I'm just like, oh, we're at 11-2. Oh, okay. Oh my god, we even get to hit this. Yes! He couldn't have known, but, like, if he knew what our hand was, coin hero power, it would have been, like, the nuts. Mika and we have the perfect follow-up. Depends if we can... We just need a little bit of help. We need to just get a good turn 4 play, or just an acorn or something. I mean, we have Druid of the Reef hero power, even if we whiff, right? Or pounds. So if we get something, fuck. Yeah, that's what we were afraid of. We still just play our cards, I guess. Just pain, but it's gotta be it, I guess. Just don't have another option, really. I think Horror wanted it. The issue is that he doesn't have Horror active. If he had Horror active right now, it would probably beat us. But Horror's not active, so... Now Horror's even further away from being active. On a Creeper. Gotta go for him. Just no sense in trading. You would like to kill the 3-2, but like, I mean, the Haunted Creeper doesn't get any weaker. What the fuck is happening? That's not the right trade also. He's just dead. Can't believe that this is our 12-win Druid. We did a chat. You're watching this on YouTube, by the way. How the hell did we get here? Appreciate it. Thanks for the sub, by the way, Michael. Spam for 5 months. Welcome back. Why were the 2 easiest games the last 2 games? That doesn't make any sense. Oh. This is the new meta where the high win games are the easiest ones. We did it, chat. Physios are good. We never really... We had that one game that was scammed by a Lightwell, right? Or Sunwell. Otherwise, like, they didn't even do that much. Just kind of just didn't face super strong opposition. It's like funny how they delete Malignant Horror and then suddenly the game's winnable. Glorious. We got double golden rare at least. Sometimes you get golden common, golden rare. We at least got double golden rare to go with our 240 gold. We did it. I mean, YouTube people, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all these things. Bye-bye. Did it, chat. So, Demon Hunter? Rogue? I don't have much interest in Mage. Rogue is just really high-low roll too. Demon Hunter is more consistent. I know people don't really like Demon Hunter, but I think it's semi-consistent right now, Switch servers. It's not a terrible option. I think I actually need to do another run on this server because I have quests and I need to finish one. Oh god, Mage is the one that this is leaning me towards. And I can do Demon Hunter or Rogue. We can do any of them here. We do a poll, I guess. Should I do a poll for all 3? Yeah, Mage I know is the most as far as the quest efficiency. We can do a poll for all 3 of them. Say thanks. Okay, I will say TY. Alright, we can do a poll. Oh yeah, we should reward the believers for the last run also. Do a poll. What the fuck, there's a guest star feature? Where's that? I'll actually do, for the first time ever, a 3-choice poll where all 3 choices are available. The poll is up. If you guys want to see, I might end the poll early. I did 3 minutes, but it might not go that long. I'm gonna go to the restroom. Appreciate my hangout. Be back in a minute. I hope the restroom. I just heard my roommate. I hope that wasn't him going in there. I feel like it probably was, to be honest. I'm gonna say I'm going there and then gonna come immediately back. It's gonna be a disaster. But we'll see. Alrighty, so what do we have here? I can pop this out and put this, put this over here. Currently, Rogue is winning. Rogue is dominating, actually, so probably just gonna go out and do that. I don't see Mage coming back, so I guess we will do Rogue. Let me just end. We'll end the poll. Rogue is the victor. They will picking the lowest win rate class, naturally. Yeah, it's all about the concoctions, right? But now Rogue is definitely, I mean, out of these is definitely the most fun, so it makes sense. Surely we high roll. Guess we believe in the SI7. Falk here. Why is this card so bad? If this card was I guess in Arena this would be okay at 3 mana. But like, why is this card so bad? It doesn't even go face. This is an epic. Anyway. Grab a Death Speaker, I guess. Yeah, it was bad when it came out. We are a rogue, like, this is okay, but, like, I don't know how relevant that is that often, to be honest. I don't tend to take a lot of weapon buffs, so I'm just gonna go for the Chemist. I like Chemist. I do like Librarian. It's kind of funny, like, Plague Scientist doesn't feel that good right now. Just because you don't tend to get that much value out of it, actually. I kind of want a Librarian, to be honest. You see Plague Scientist way more often, too, right? Yeah, it's like super common. I actually think I'm gonna take Librarian because it's just a much rarer card. Your Flinger is good too, it's just and we do have the Undeads, but I think its win rate's a little inflated just because it's a 2-drop and people don't tend to underdraft them. You could actually Shadow Step SI, but it's probably fine. Necro over Coldblood. I feel like Coldblood's a bit underrated because, you know, you can have like the most unwinnable game ever, but then you just stick a minion and then you cold blood Battlemaster and win. So it's like nice to have, but I don't know that you can pick it over something like this here. I guess we'll grab a Ravencaller. Random or Armorer? Damn, Armorer is just better, right? Too much better. Too much fun. We already picked the fun class is the thing. If we take the fun class and then we meme draft, we're just gonna 0-3. So that's the issue. Ooh, we got random. Random! Leg's okay too, but I like the Mistress right now. Another SI7 Assassin. Over Banshee, probably. More random! We actually need to value some SI7 at this point. There's the Battlemaster, but gotta take Bone Mirror. Need a 2. More than I want a 4, but the Suspect's the better card. Kind of feel like we just need a 2 more. This card's really good right now, though. Right now we're a slow deck, and then we don't need this as much. I'm gonna try to be greedy. Yeah, you can like hero power on 2 in theory and have it be okay. It's usually not very good though, but it's a strategy. If we have a bunch of these, then hero power on 2 becomes better. I like the Architect though. Arena really likes Hench Clan. It's Rogue. I'm trying to justify this Architect, and I'm not sure if I can find a way to justify it. It feels like just not what we need right now. That's theoretically a thing. We probably just take the bigger taunt, I guess. This is what we get instead of the other guy. Spell Shifter Cheap Shot can be a thing. It's probably better to just have Shopkeep. Take a Frosty, I guess. Take a... Oh, this is an SI7. We probably take it, huh? Because the assassins are going to be... It makes the assassins potentially so much less awkward. Although, the funny thing is that the Pillager gives you a coin, which is probably just better anyway. Yeah, the coin's actually just better, because that activates the assassin too. You need the combo activator. So the Pillager is probably still just better. Yo, chill out. 420 with the Prime sub for 7 months. Welcome back, welcome back. Because we don't have a lot of combo activation, we probably just need that coin anyway, huh? And the coin might be better for other things too. Coin of Bone Mirror or something. This is a thing. Kind of a thing. I don't know. I mean, we're kind of a control deck. Take a Fisherman here. I guess to have a 2. Another SI7. Maybe we can swap this for an SI7 out of our opponent's Rogue deck. Why can't you be an SI7 at least? Another Valkyr? No concoctions. Ugh, Rogue is pain right now. This is actually a 71 rated deck. Feels worse.
Valeera versus Jaina.
We have 2 Pandaren importers though. We can actually probably, dude, I just looked at the deck tracker from the last 2 games. The Mage showed a 54 rating and the Death Knight showed a 67.
Please have you back tomorrow.
So there's, alright, we have all of our pandas. Got them. Guess we'll do a Gamba.
Smelly fish. Yummy fish.
We found the secret. Like, this is the how the tracker shows. This is how you go 12 win with Druid. You just face nothing but an army of high win low rollers somehow. We lost to a 63 DK. Just we faced like nobody above 70. That was what we said with that deck, right? Is like we're gonna lose to the good decks, and then we just didn't queue into any of the good decks. We found out the secret, chat. You just don't queue into any good decks, and then you win. I don't know why no one else thought of it before. Like, just don't queue into good decks. Obviously. Go value. Fuck me. Who drafts Frozen Clone and rips it on turn 3?
I have things you never knew you wanted. I reload.
That's not too terrifying. Vast Wisdom is going to be... Can you imagine how much better of a card Vast Wisdom is going to be if it ever rotates in with Conjurer's Calling? This card's going to go from kind of bad to being the best card ever. Very quickly. This guy's igniting our face, chat. Are we dead? I think we're dead, chat.
I have things you never knew you wanted.
Can I just take this? Wait, sketchy information is this right now? Or that? How terrible. Probably better. Probably not better than this. But I could go for that. I have value anyway. Like, just randomly killing them might be valuable.
Those were
Yellow. It does make the SI7 cards cheaper. I feel like right now, I don't really care about that. You don't know what Conjurer's Calling is. Ah, you innocent person.